Today we're starting section 10.6, which is equations of circles. And we're actually going to be writing an equation to represent what that circle would look like. To write an equation of a circle, we need to know the radius, and we also need to know the coordinates of the center. And we're going to refer to the coordinates of our center as h, k. Now, in order to get to this formula, I want to show you how it was derived. And it came from the idea of the distance formula. I know we've gotten so comfortable with that distance formula over this past year. When we're trying to find the distance of a radius, so if I wanted to find that measure, I would take the square root of the difference in the x values squared, since h is the x value of that center. I'm going to say x minus h, quantity squared, plus the difference in the y values squared. So y minus, and again I'm using k for my y value of that center, so y minus k quantity squared. This pretty much is the equation of a circle. The only difference is we don't leave it in terms of the square root, we leave it in terms of r squared, so we square both sides, which the square just undoes that square root, and it's r squared is equal to an x minus h quantity squared plus a y minus k quantity squared. And that is the equation of a circle. So x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared. So regardless of what point the center point was, we could put its coordinates in for h and for k. Keep in mind that if it was one of those points was negative, minus and negative would make that positive. So just keep those things in mind. And then r is going to be talking about our radius. So if the origin was the center of the circle, we could talk about, then we could say x minus, that x value would have been 0 if it's at the origin, 0, 0. So x minus 0 quantity squared plus, and we would say y minus 0 too, that y value of our ordered pair, quantity squared, should equal our r squared. And because we know that we're taking something minus 0, you could just say x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. I want you guys to go ahead and try the examples on your own, and we're going to take a look at some of those examples at the end once you've finished.